And okay, we're recording. Cool. Finally, got to work. All right. So I just felt like freestyle thinking. I just feel like talking about my beliefs and everything I've been seeing recently and throughout my life. I've been sitting here for freaking hours, like just writing stuff down about my beliefs. And I feel like pretending that the camera's a person is the best way to express my beliefs and my thoughts. Not even just my beliefs, my thoughts, my philosophies, my outlook on life, my experiences. I just feel like venting and just letting it all out. So, here we go. First off, our generation is basically fucked in the sense that we're so absorbent. Our brains are growing as we're growing up. Obviously, throughout school, throughout college, we're just absorbing all this information. And not all the information we absorb is right. Not all. So we absorb some negative things that we deem as acceptable, and it's the right way to do things. And personally, I don't believe that's the right way. We're so influenced by our elders that sometimes we forget that it's our own lives, and every minute is counting in your life. Like you're not gonna get back the minute that you just spent. And I feel like every minute of your life you should be doing something that you enjoy. Every moment of your life you should be doing something that gives you bliss. Every moment you shouldn't be wasting your time. That's why I quit my job the other day. We have to be forced to degrade ourselves to work for someone, some narcissistic, greedy tyrant that we have to kiss their ass to get a pay raise or to get a break. Like we just waste our time being treated like an object, being told when to eat, when to go home, when you're allowed to go relax, when you have to show up to work, what you're doing wrong, being told what you're doing wrong constantly, like never being cherished what you do right. Just being treated like an object, an exchangeable object. That's really what sickens me. We have, every person is so valuable. Every life is so sacred. Why would you waste your time working for someone else, making their dreams come true, when you could be doing something that's actually productive for society? And honestly, our generation is so materialistic that we kind of forget. We're so self-absorbed because of what we have, all this new technology. We're very self-absorbed. And we forget that there are other people in this world that need help, honestly. Just today there was the bombing in Boston, the 2 bombs went off at the end of the marathon. And don't get me wrong, I'm sickened at the whole event. I'm totally mortified that it happened. I've only sent positive energy to people affected by it, families, the people that are injured. My prayers are going straight to them. But this shit happens every freaking day in other countries that no one hears about because of our ignorance. Our country's ignorance, we're the best. We're so self-absorbed that it's actually disgusting. And I'm not trying to undermine the severity of what happened in Boston today, but 2 people died, many were injured. But in the same freaking day, there were 30 killed, hundreds more injured in a U.S. bombing of this wedding party in Afghan in a province called Uruzgan that no one knows a fucking thing about. No Taliban, no Al-Qaeda, they were all innocent civilians, and most were women and children. No one knows a thing about it. There's no public announcement. Everyone is so focused on what happens in our country, but there is shit happening everywhere else, but we don't give a fuck about it. It doesn't matter. They're their own country. It doesn't matter that they're innocent people dying because of us. The people of our country are so ignorant on everything that's happening because we don't publicize it in the media. And the government knows that people are too lazy to freaking do a Google search or actually look up current events that are happening in the world because they expect everything to be told to them in the news or, on Facebook or, on these public sites when things are happening that no one knows about. And it's just a mindset. Like, people just don't realize it. Like, there's just things that people don't know about what Apple does. Like, Chinese workers, like that work at the warehouses for Apple in China, basically are they were jumping out the windows, killing themselves because of how they're being treated. And Apple put up nets around the warehouse just so that they can't jump out the windows. No one knows about this. Everyone is just so influenced by society, just having the coolest iPhone, coolest shoes, doing all the drugs, like getting all the girls, having the best clothes. It's all about our appearance. People are so present-minded that they don't know what they're going to do for the future. Everyone I've talked to, like I've just been recently going around talking to people in college that like, dude, why are you in college? Like what's the point? What are you going for? Most people, they either say it's for the experience It's for they just want to impress their parents, or it's just the thing to do. It's just go to college. Go get a job afterwards. But people don't realize that that's not really an effective way. You're just going to live a mediocre. If you just want to live a mediocre life, average pay, you know, working your whole life for someone else, making someone else's dreams come true, go for it, dude. Like, rock and roll. But I honestly feel like life is more important. It's more important than just living the system. I don't want to live the system, okay? I feel like people should be more selfless. You should care about others, having compassion for other beings, instead of just being so focused on just getting, doing everything right by the book. You have one life to live. Like, be different. What I'm saying is never settle. Don't let society overwhelm you. You have your own life to live. You have your own thoughts, have your own mind, you have your own beliefs. Don't never stop being influenced by the government. Stop being influenced by people around you, your elders. Focus on what you want to do. I personally want to help people. Set your expectations very high. Set your goals extremely high. Go make a shitload of money in your life. Go help people. My goal is to go to Tibet. I want to stop the violence with Buddhism in Tibet. Set a goal. Set a goal. Like, make it happen. It will happen. Placebo effect. You will make it happen if you set your mind to it. Let's have our generation be the generation to change the freaking world as we know it. And if you're sitting there right now with your arms crossed thinking this is a load of bullshit, then thank you, my friend. You are the reason that our society is so fucked up right now. Because if everyone actually made a difference and actually thought the same way, we would make some progress. But nope, we're so brainwashed by everyone else in our history that when we hear about actual change happening, we deter it in our mind because we have closed minds. Anything is possible if we put our mind to it, and we can change this world. Thank you. Goodbye. Peace.